Everybody, this is Minister Ricky Sellers of the Agape Community Christian Church once again. We're going to this third and last segment of the book of Exodus. It's a little tricky, I'm not even gonna lie, so just bear with me if I misconstrued it. But this is all to give you the point and grind. Please be sure to go back and read. But I think I'm pretty on point with my info, so I'm just gonna run it. So here we go. The last time we spoke, we was talking about Moses leading the people of Israel out of Egypt, and what happened? They did a whole lot of traveling. Well, in all their traveling, they went to different places, and they even got into a fight with a group of people called the Amalekites, and they won. They was getting bullied by these Amalekites, and they won. So fast forward, what happened next? Well, we end up at this place or this mountain called Mount Sinai. That's where the people ended up, on the base of. That's where their traveling ended. And that's when Moses went up to the mountain. And when people saw this, when Moses went up to the mountain, Mount Sinai was deemed as a very holy place because that's where Moses spoke and met and talked with the God. So, first time he went up there, now here's what people get it misconstrued. They make it seem like Moses went up in that mountain one time and came down from that mountain with the Ten Commandments. God said, "Thou shalt not this." Now, actually, Moses was in that mountain a good couple times. The first time he went up in the mountain, God gave him the Ten Commandments among a lot of rules and regulations, and it wasn't really tablets from what I read. He just gave him a lot of information to give the people of Israel. So he came off from the mountain after the first time he met with God. He gave all these people this information, and in this information was, yes, the Ten Commandments, among a whole bunch of other rules and regulations, about, how you treat your wife, your family, your slaves, everything. And if your goat kill another goat, you're responsible. If you get into a fight and you beat the guy up, you're responsible for his his getting well and his recovery. I mean, all these rules God gave Moses when he went up to the mountain. So after that, Moses went back up into the mountain. And in the process of Moses going up into the mountain, God was preparing himself to actually be with his people, his chosen people, the lineage from Abraham and Isaac, Jacob and Joseph, and now, going into the 12 tribes of Israel. And these 12 tribes of Israel is the Israelites that we're working with now. That's at the base of the mountain. These are the people we're working with, and God is trying to make it where He actually resides with them. So this other time Moses goes back up into the mountain, God goes over a lot of information with them about let me see, how should I get this? It's a lot of information. It goes over the covenant God sets up with the people of Israel. It goes over the priesthood and the people that would be priests, which was Aaron, which was like Moses' brother, and Aaron's sons would be like priests. You know what I mean? Would be priests, and Aaron was pretty much with Moses all the way through. But yeah, he was with Moses all the way through. But they would be considered priests, and we all remember who Aaron was. He was the mouthpiece that Moses used. So yeah, so he was like his brother-in-law, I guess. But anyway, yeah, he was a priest. So anyway, God went over the protocol for priesthood with Moses. He talked to Moses about the type of garments people were wearing, the specifications of the Ark of the Covenant, and all this information. So when Moses was up in the mountain, the amazing thing about when Moses met with God in Mount Sinai, it was like a huge cloud that covered the area where Moses and God met. So people knew God was there with Moses. Well, anyway, this other time he went up in the mountain, he was there for 40 days and 40 nights, going over all this information, and pretty much God's preparing Moses and the people of Israel for him actually residing with them. That's where we get the Ark of the Covenant, the Tabernacle, and all that good stuff. See, the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle, it holds 3 specific items in there, and it's just set up so beautifully because it's a place where God is going to reside with his people. Well, while Moses was up in this mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, what were the people of Israel doing? That's the question, right? Well, I'm going to tell you. While he was up there, the people of Israel got restless. They got restless. They got impatient, and they were like, you know what? Moses been up there forever, and this guy that's supposed to brought us out, where is he now? You know what? We're gonna make a god. Matter of fact, we're gonna make this golden calf. That's what we're gonna do. And they did, and they went straight to Aaron, and they demanded. They told Aaron to do this. They were hard set on having this golden calf. So, they gave Aaron all their golden earrings and all the stuff they had from Egypt. And Aaron, which was going to be a priest for God pretty soon, him and his family, but Aaron went on ahead and made this golden calf for these people. And they celebrated and they praised. And while Moses was talking with God and communing with God, God was like, well, you know, these people, God got mad. He got so upset, he actually called them a name. He said, these stiff-necked people here, I done brought them out of Egypt. I did all this for them. And they are going to create a golden calf and praise that? Oh, I'm mad. That's, what I do, Moses? I'm going to wipe them all out and I'm just set everything up. And when God said that to Moses, Moses was like, God, no, please, 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 please. Look, let me plead on their behalf. Look, I'll handle it. Calm down, please. These are the people. These people you chose. You Abraham, and you promised to Isaac and Jacob. You promised these people throughout the lineages that they would be your chosen people. God, please, please let me handle this. God calmed down. He was like, you know what? You better go down there and talk to your people. Moses, handle it. I ain't gonna kill him. I ain't gonna do what I was gonna do, but you handle this. So Moses went down there, and he came down there. This time he had a tablet, 2 tablets with the Ten Commandments, probably some other information, but most specifically Ten Commandments. He came down out of this mountain after the 40 days he was up there with his tablets with his info on it. And when he came up there and he was asking, Joshua and Aaron, like, what's going on? Like, I don't hear warfare. I thought it was war fighting. No, it's people singing and dancing. What's going on? They looked and they saw the people praising this golden calf instead of God. So Moses got highly upset. Through those tablets that God had written the Ten Commandments and stuff on, those tablets broke. He threw them on the base of Mount Sinai. They broke. And he was like, what's wrong with y'all? He said, look, no, I'm going to handle this right now. Everybody that's with me, come on over here. Everybody that's with me, that believes in me, that's want to follow me, come on. And the people that came with Moses and followed him was the people of the tribe of Levi, right? The people of the tribe of Levi. Those are people that follow Moses. And he was like, you know what? All the other people, I want y'all to everybody, let's kill everybody else. We killing everybody else. So, I mean, he was like, go in and out of the camp. And, kill your brothers and your neighbors. Just kill everybody. So everybody that wasn't with Moses got killed, by the people that was with Moses. 3,000 men died at that point. And Moses was, before those men died, before he even, had everybody killed, he was so mad he took the golden calf. He burned it. He grinded it up, threw it in their drinking water, and made them drink the ashes or the grindings of that golden calf. He was that mad. And then 3,000 men died, were killed. And that happened. So after that, he was teed off. He said, I'm going back up to the mountain and I'm going to plead to God for y'all sins and what y'all did. So he went to talk to God, and God was like, those stiff-necked people, here's what I'm going to do. Kick them out. I don't want them nowhere near Mount Sinai. I don't want them to make them go. Where? I don't know. I'm going to send an angel, and y'all just follow the angel. And wherever the angel tell y'all to go, set up camp there. So that was their curse. They couldn't even wear certain remnants or a specific paraphernalia because God was so mad. And God told Moses, I want you to make sure you tell these people that they were stiff-necked. Like God was emphasized that. Tell them that they were stiff-necked. And this is the reason why this is going on. Not to mention when they left, they were plagued. And, that's another story. Like, that was part of the process. So the people were sad and upset. But, I mean, it was a bad day for them. They shouldn't have never praised the golden calf, and they should have been patient. So while Moses and the people kind of journeyed away and followed the angel, He finally was able to set up camp again. The Bible doesn't disclose a specific place where they set up camp. But Moses specifically went away from the people and set up a special tent there. And at that special place, that's where he communed with God. So it wasn't in the mountain anymore, it was there. And there, when he communed with God, then they had to rebuild the covenant, revise the covenant and everything. Because, I mean, when they did that while God was working on being with the people, it kind of jacked stuff up. So God told Moses to get two more rocks. We're gonna put the Ten Commandments and everything back on these rocks, and we're gonna go on from here. So while Moses consistently, stayed with God and kept communing with God, now at a tent instead of that Mount Sinai, this is where God continued to give Moses all the information on the priestly robes, a thing that goes on a priestly robe called an ephod. Y'all look that up, but it goes with the priestly robes. He gave him the dimensions and the specs on the Ark of the Covenant, how that's supposed to be made. He told Moses all the rules of the Sabbath, and he pretty much finished giving Moses all the rules and regulations everybody needed to go by, so he can, change his mind and make a second attempt to actually reside with his people, his chosen people, the people of Israel. And it's crazy because when they moved out, he was like, I don't want to be nowhere near him because if I get close to him, I'm going to consume him. I'm like that mad. Like, God was really upset with the people of Israel for what they did. But, after everything calmed down, God, like I said, everything, he gave everybody a second chance. Everything was getting renewed, and we're moving on to the place now where God is preparing to reside with the people of Israel again, but not near Mount Sinai. And I guess to conclude, if you continue reading in the book of Exodus, it pretty much goes in the specs and the measurements of how you create the priestly robes, how the ephod is, how the offerings are that goes for the Ark of the Covenant, which God will reside in. The Ark of the Covenant is going to be in this special tent, which is called the tabernacle. Like, it's a whole, matter of fact, hold tight for a second. I'm going to show you a picture, and it'll probably give you a good idea of how things are going to be when God resides with these people. And that's what we're going to get into. So hold on, I want to show you a picture. Wait for me. Okay, so when God resides with the people of Israel, the speculations, well, not the speculations, but the specs and the way, oh crap. You know what, guys? I don't have it. I am so sorry, guys. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I thought I did have the picture, but you can Google it. Google the Ark of the Covenant and the Google it. Google the Ark of the Covenant. Look at the pictures, and you can get a good visualization, understanding of the specs and how everything looked. It's like a big tent surrounded by a big fence. It's really interesting. But yeah, Google it. The Ark of the Covenant, and that's pretty much all I got for the end of this. I hope you guys like it. God bless. Peace.